बता रहा हूँ द स्टोरी ऑफ डॉक्टर डोलाइटल. What's to know? Butcher's book. The book the butcher used for writing down what meat has been supplied and how much is owed. Cracker means a thin scrap wafer or biscuit. Dresser means a low chest of drawers. Hedgehog means a type of small mammal with sharp spines covering the body. Linen closet means a cabinet or recess for storing clothing and sheets. Pantry means a small room, usually near a kitchen, where food and other dining articles are stored. Porridge means a soft food made by boiling oats or cereals in water or milk. Rheumatism means a condition in which discomfort is felt in the limbs and joints. Ridiculous means silly, deserving to be made fun of. Weeping willow means a type of tree with long branches and leaves that reach down to the ground. Now lesson is starting. Once upon a time, many years ago, when our grandfathers were little children, there was a doctor, and his name was Dolittle, John Dolittle, MD. MD means that he was a proper doctor and knew a whole lot. He lived in the little town called Puddleby on the marsh. All the flocks, young and old, knew him well by sight. The dogs and the children would all run up and follow behind him, and even the crows that lived in the church tower would caw and nod their heads. The house he lived in on the edge of town was quite small, but his garden was very large and had a white lawn and stone seats and weeping willows hanging over. His sister Sarah Dolittle was the housekeeper for him. He was very fond of animals and kept many kinds of pets, besides the goldfish in the pond at the bottom of his garden. He had rabbits in the pantry, white mice in his piano, a squirrel in the linen closet, and a hedgehog in the collar in the cellar. He had a cow with a calf too and an old lamb horse, 25 years of age, and chickens and two lambs and many other animals. But his favorite pets were Dab Dub, the Jeep, the dog, Polynesia, the parrot, and the owl, Tutu. His sister used to gamble about all these animals and said they made the house untidy. And one day, when an old lady with rheumatism came to see the doctor, she sat on the hedgehog who was sleeping on the sofa and never came to see him anymore, but drove every Saturday all the way to Oxenthorpe another town 10 miles off to see a different doctor. Then his sister Sarah Dolittle came to him and said, John, how can you accept sick people to come and see you when you keep all these animals in the house? If you go on like this, none of the best people will have you for a doctor. But I like the animals better than the best people, said the doctor. You are ridiculous, said his sister, and walked out of the room. So, as time went on, the doctor got more and more animals, and the people who came to see him got less and less, till at last the had no one left except the cat's meats man, who didn't mind any kind of animals. And now, when he walked down the street in his high hat, people would say to one another, There goes John Dolittle MD. There was a time when he was the best. थैंक यू व्यूअर्स, इसे लाइक करें व्यूअर्स इसे थैंक यू व्यूअर्स, इसे लाइक करें, सब्सक्राइब करें। ये पार्ट 1 मैंने आपको बताया है, अब इसका पार्ट 2 बताऊंगा 2 पेजेस पे। थैंक यू वेरी मच।